I just seen a video up here of an Asian man basically saying like, oh, he loves when black people say they're gonna boycott Asian owned businesses because they don't need our money. They now have businesses in white owned areas and they don't need us. If they were to stop producing the cars, the microphones, the sneakers, and the things that we use, we wouldn't have nothing. So basically just calling our bluff as black people. I am not new to the idea that Asian people do not like us, but I do feel like they have a lot of audacity discriminating against us when y'all put up businesses in our neighborhoods and literally only have the kinds of money and resources that you have because black people are funding y'all businesses. And this is why I say black people need to stop funding non-black businesses because we're putting money in the pockets of people that then turn around and say these kinds of things about us. And then he sounds very uneducated. You're comparing the US trading deal with China to black people indulging in things like that literally don't make sense. You're talking about if we were to stop producing the Hyundais and the Hondas. What do you mean? You think that only black people use Hyundais and buy Hondas? Like literally the United States purchases vehicles from Asia. Like what are we talking about? That doesn't have anything to do with black people specifically. But since we want to talk about that, y'all love to say that the United States needs y'all resources. The United States need X, Y, and Z. But guess what? Y'all need ours as well. Because just as much as the United States needs Asia's manufacturing, y'all utilize our services through education, through going to school here. So respectfully, it's a mutual agreement. I'm so tired of Asian people feeling like they're better than black people coming on here and talking down amongst us, but yet they literally profit off of our money, which is why us as black people need to be a lot more intentional about where we're placing our money. And I've been saying this. I've been making videos about this on my page, but it's sad and it's annoying. We're literally allying up with communities that don't give a fuck about us, which is why I love to say that us as black people, we don't have no true allies other than each other, which is why we really need to stand together. I can't. And then especially after the Rick and Andy Child thing, like this is just very sickening and disheartening. Us as black people need to remember that we are our own allies, and that's it.
One reason why black people don't support other minority communities is because communities will step on black people to try to make themselves more favorable to white people. And then when they're rejected, come back to black people and say, you know, we need to stick together and get over this. As if they didn't just spend the first early part of trying to establish a career stepping over the backs of black people. And this is what I've seen with Priya Patel, particularly about how she wanted to deport Jasmine Crockett and is now currently getting dogpiled because her last name is Patel and her father is an Indian Ugandan. And I want people to remember, when it comes to black people, right, I'm not saying that black people should deny other people the right to solidarity. I am saying you have to be very careful with how you ask for solidarity from black people, because it is very, very, very common for people to try to dunk on black people first to gain favor with white people, realize they will never be white, and then just go back to black people and be like, man, we got to stick it together, bro. It's hard out here for us. And in reality, black people are starting to get really, really fed up with it. I'm fed up with it. My family immigrated here, actually. Like, my dad's family immigrated here, and I'm fed up with it. So imagine how people who've been here for 400 years, 500 years, feel when they're being told they have to stand in solidarity.
Alright, I guess you've watched that video and you've clearly understood what is happening and why black Americans are actually boycotting Asian businesses. Now, there is more to it because what you've just watched is just the tip of the iceberg. There's still more to this. And in this video, I'll give you three key reasons why black Americans are actually boycotting Asian businesses. And now, I want to tell you this. By the end of this video, you'll find out exactly why and how this can be fixed. If you love videos like this and you think you can relate to videos like this, please do well to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and let's get into more clips like this.
With someone who frankly doesn't see them as a native to the United States in the sense that they've been here since it's been founded, and try to just fuck them over and then come back to them when it's convenient, man. Like let's be honest.
The business owner, like the Asian business owners, Chinese, Korean, I never know like which is which when I'm looking at them or talking to them, but they are in an uproar right now. They are so upset because it is said that their businesses are getting boycotted, that their parking lots are empty, based off of a not guilty verdict. that's recently happened prior to this weekend, and there's a lot of people upset, and people are really upset at the Asian community. I have never ever seen an Asian go off before until today. I have never seen a Korea or a Chinese person go off and just go in so hard until I seen it today on TikTok. These people are pissed. Allegedly, one Asian came back and said that we actually need them, that we can't make it without their businesses. They said everything that we buy is made in China, made in Korea, and so on and so on. The guy basically said that we cannot make it without their products. But yet, I don't think that he completely lied. If you go into our stores, 90% of what's on those shelves in the store, made in China. The next time you go to Walmart, Target, or any of those stores, pick up one of those coffee cups, look at the bottom of it, made in China. Your spoons, knife, and fork set, turn it over and look at it, made in China. The next time you go buy a blanket or something, look at the tag on the blanket, made in China. So they are talking, bro, and these people are pissed because they feel like the boycott is really affecting their businesses. And if it's true, and some of the videos I've seen on TikTok today is true, and they're not made up AI videos, it looks like that boycott is taking effect extremely fast. One lady pulled up to 3 of the nail salons, and every last one of them was empty, man. Now, I don't know if those nail salons open on Sunday. She could have been capping and pulled up on a day that they were closed, but it seems to me like those nail salons are open 7 days a week, man. But them Asians is starting to try to clap back, bro. Y'all better be careful. I ain't never seen an Asian go off like I seen today. It's getting crazy out here, y'all.
The Asian community and the Latino community are in a race to see who's the biggest bootlickers to white supremacy. So back in 2025, Black Americans said, we're going to sit this one out. And Latino said, no, you have to come out with us. And the fact that nothing is changing is your fault, even though it was us that didn't vote for our own best interest. Then the Latino community, instead of going to other communities such as the Asian community or the Middle Eastern community, decided to get mad at Black Americans because they wanted to do whatever they wanted with their personal time. And now Black Americans are telling Asian people, look, there may be anti-Blackness in your culture. Can you please address it? And Asians literally were like, So Black Americans are like, okay, we're going to boycott your businesses then. Which they very much can. It's their money. They can do whatever they want with it. I've been heading this way for a while, but Latinos and Asian people and other immigrant groups feel entitled to the resources of Black Americans, which is insane.
So the Asian community is very, very upset right now. They're throwing a hiffy fist. I mean, they literally are saying that we can do whatever, we're ghetto, we're not going to be able to supply Black people. All of these things are being said. All the videos that are circulating around, that majority of the Asian community are saying that Black people, we don't have the tenacity, we don't have the backbone of boycotting because we need to stop eating Chinese food, stop going to nail salon. We're not going to be able to do all of that. So they're making threats. But the thing is, I want to say to all the Asian community, we are not saying, Black people are not saying that we don't love you guys. We're definitely not saying we don't respect you guys. We are only saying that right now, for far too long, when we were disrespected by many of you guys, what we did, we did not do anything about it. We still come back. We forgave. When you walked around and follow us in the nail store, when you talk to us dirty, when we come to the nail salon and you treat us, you talk about us in your language, we still forgave you. We come back. But this time we are only saying Black people need to keep the dollar in the Black community, the same way the Asian keep the money in Asian community, because you guys send your money back home. You guys don't shop at Black community. I know for a fact because I had a restaurant, same place where a person who is Asian, and we go there and buy their food, but they never caught dead in my restaurant buying food or trying to support me, even though they know it was me and I support them. So this is all I'm saying. We are not saying that we're not trying to spread hate. We're not trying to spread any hate at all. What we are saying, simply saying that we are going to support each other. Hi guys. Hi friend. We're simply saying, hi mama. We're just simply saying that we are going to support the Black community, because for far too long we have been disrespected, been discriminated about, and all this thing going on. We still come back. So now we have to go and support the Black community. And yes, for some of you guys, you're gonna be losing money, but majority of you guys are online saying, oh, you guys are gonna boycott, let's see. You guys are like threatening, like we have to buy from you guys. We don't have to buy from you guys. That's the reason why we had Block Wall Street back in the days, because we are powerful. Black people make up a 90% of your business that you get is from Black people. We support, we're the shopper, we buy your products. And then when you find out that as we are saying that something dramatic happened and we're going to hold our dollar, instead of you guys saying, you know, what can we do, or how can we come together, you guys are out here throwing threat like, oh, let's see you do that and this and that, like as if you're mad that Black people want to support other Black people. Now when you carry on like that, your business, some of you guys are going to lose a lot of customers. That's why it's cricket in a lot of places that we go. Be careful what you speak out of your mouth. When time like this is very sensitive for us, because we lost a child behind this racist bull that you guys been pulling. And we are going to support our Black people. And no matter what you guys say, that's what we're doing. Catch me in the next video, guys.
The problem is we need to stop boycotting and start being hyper intentional about our investments in the Black community. Let me cook. There's a lot of attention on the Asian community and its relationship with the Black community. And we've been here before, okay? If you are over the age of 30, you know that we have had cycles of this same discussion over several decades. My thing is, why don't we stop putting the attention on who is not supporting us? Because that's just giving them more opportunities to call us a whole bunch of N-words and other slurs like I've been seeing on the internet. And instead, consider every single time these moments come up, how many ways can I add Black folks to my lifestyle? How often can I hire, patronize, support Black and brown businesses and individuals in our community? Oh, there's issues with professionalism and consistency and etc. within the Black community and Black businesses. We hear it all the time, but guess what? The people that have been robbing you the most, the people who have done you the most disservice, are corporations owned by people that are not Black. I don't want you to just, in the month of June, support Black businesses. I'm talking about a lifestyle shift. And then I want you to multiply that lifestyle shift times community. So among your friend group, how can you all invest in each other? Emotionally, spiritually, financially? How can you all learn skills and trades and gain knowledge in certain ways that you can share with one another to distribute knowledge and wealth even amongst each other? If you're like me and you're a small business owner, when you use contractors, who do you go to? Who do you give second chances to? You know what can actually spark a revolution? Not the type of revolution that overhauls an entire system, but one that actually impacts a community both locally and hyper locally. It's community building and intentional investment in the people that are within X amount mile radius of you. Don't give up on your community just so you can be disappointed by another one and end up having to boycott them. Stop fanning the flames of this fire and pivot towards where your energy is actually required.
But what they're trying to do now, they're trying to spin Black people, spin the whole narrative of Black people saying, hey, we're going to kind of pump the brakes on going in some of your businesses if you think you're going to have a green light to start bussing. So they're trying to now flip this, excuse me, into boycotting them is equivalent to Asian hate. They're trying to drum up the stop Asian hate narrative again. All right. So let me let y'all hear a couple of clips out here that's circulating by some of the Asian influencers on social media.
There is a lot of rising tension between the Asian and Black American community, with Black Americans saying, let's boycott some Asian businesses, and Asian Americans saying, stop attacking our people. And this is all being caused due to the acquittal of Rick Chow in the murder of Cyrus Carmack Belton. And it's upsetting seeing this divide occur, because we should all be, with each other in solidarity as minorities, right? I think we can all agree that Rick Chow should be in prison. He shot and murdered a 14-year-old boy. However, why are we combating that with racism against one another? In my opinion, the only person that wins as the result of us attacking each other, us unfairly discriminating against Black Americans unfairly discriminating against Asian Americans, are the bigots that support Rick Chow being found not guilty. One man's actions should not justify demonizing an entire community. Calling in fake orders to Asian restaurants and boycotting small Asian businesses is not the answer. Do I discriminate against everybody from Vermont because Chester Arthur is the one that signed the Chinese Exclusion Act? No, I think that's unreasonable. I like Bernie. I hope some justice is served for Cyrus Carmack Belton and his family finds peace.
The boycott on Asian businesses has definitely been happening the last few days, and ever since that Jack in the Box who made that challenge video towards the black community, it has only made things worse for the Asian community. What really blows my mind is that there are Asian Americans who still hasn't gotten it through their thick skulls yet. Some of them are crying, some of them wondering why this is even happening to them, others are hoping this just blows away soon. Some of them are still up to their old shenanigans and haven't learned a thing yet, but the one thing they are refusing to do, which is the most obvious answer, is to address the anti-blackness within the Asian community. I feel like it's a pretty straight arrow, no? It's not like the arrow is growing legs and performing acrobats. It's a straight arrow to the point. Many Asian Americans say, well, this has nothing to do with me. Besides, Rick Chow is Chinese, I'm Vietnamese, or I'm Thai, or whatever. And the point is, it does not matter because black people has experienced prejudice and anti-blackness in most Asian ethnicities and nationalities. Which goes without saying that anti-blackness is very prevalent all across Asia. It goes without saying that it's the same with Asian Americans. And the best way to do that is for Asian Americans, regardless of ethnicity and nationality, is to educate themselves. Start from the beginning. Why is anti-blackness in the Asian community such a backwards mindset? Why is the black and Asian solidarity is so vital and important? Start exactly how you got here. Why are you even here in the first place? Who actually opened the path for you to come to the United States? Who defended you when no one else did? Who did business you when no one else did? Who helped you open businesses and welcomed you back in open arms when no one else did? Who stood for your rights, your freedom, and also wanted you to give civil rights along with black people when no one else did? Who welcomed you into our homes, our schools, our neighborhoods when no one else did? Because if you think it was the government or the white man, you are sorely mistaking yourself. Black people didn't just defend Asian people in the United States. We defended you in your own countries, the Philippines, Vietnam, Japan. Many of us even defected from our own countries just to fight alongside yours. And until everyone is caught up to speed, nothing's going to change no time soon. Hope this helps.
Black people, Asian people, understand this. No, it is not all Asian-owned businesses, and you're not going to boycott all Asian-owned products because Asian-owned products are everywhere. But the second you feel microaggressions in an Asian-owned business or in any business at all, walk out. Where I live, I'm known for doing that shit. Like, the second, I'm like, excuse me? I'll walk out. I will walk out in a heartbeat. But punishing random Asian businesses is wrong, unequivocally. Just know this, supporting black-owned businesses will always get you farther than supporting other minority businesses. It'll support your community, it'll support everything about you. So, support black-owned businesses, that's all. But also, you can't blame Asian people for an action of one person. While it is big in their culture, anti-blackness, I'm friends with a lot of Asians and a lot of older Asians because I'm a quarter Korean. Asian people are human too. That's all.
Alright, let's start with the first one, the high-profile strategies and legal acquittals that just happened recently. Now, the latest wave of the boycott sparked by the acquittal of Rick Chow, an Asian convenience store owner in South Carolina. Chow faced charges of attempting to take away someone's life. He took away a 14-year-old Cyrus Barton over false suspicion of shoplifting. The not guilty verdict sparked outrage on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, prompting activist community members, the total black community, to boycott Asian-owned establishments. And so far, so good, it's been the top thing that blacks are doing. Now, another point that is, I think, not underlooked, that's the word. Black consumers frequently report being followed, racially profiled, mistreated while shopping in Asian-owned businesses located primarily within black neighborhoods. The truth is this, most Asian businesses are found within our neighborhoods. We spend a black dollar, and to think that we go to these shops and we still racially profiled and maltreated, meanwhile we help these Asian businesses make money, is crazy. Over the years, we've seen several viral videos that have shown physical brawls and violent escalations between Asian store owners and black patrons over minor disputes or unproven shoplifting claims, and this is just what has triggered or the boycott? Take a good look at what happened to Samark Barton, the false suspicion of shoplifting that led to his life taken away. And this is why blacks have had enough. Now, the beauty supply, wig, nail salon industry are disproportionately owned by Korean and other entrepreneurs, Asian entrepreneurs, despite relying entirely on black consumers. Now, blacks have had enough with this. Now, reports have also had it from other platforms like Complex that know that black women spend billions annually on these beauty products. Yet, this one guy, the popular guy that went online to talk about the fact that we should boycott Asian businesses and see what can happen. The black community have taken it overhead and they are doing exactly that. The beauty about this is that black businesses now are thriving. Black businesses are doing really well. And from the end, at the end of the day, Asians are losing. They're losing it in massive numbers. So, who does this actually affect the most? You guessed it right, Asians. Now, I think this is going to change the view of everything. Let me insist here, not all Asians are like this, right? Not all Asians are like this. But if you watch my previous video, you understand why even some Asians are coming out to speak out. Again, blacks are the ones that suffer the most in this country. Blacks are the ones that's most racially profiled, and blacks are very open and hospitable to Asian people. And to think that an Asian man will do something like this and even come online to say they dare black people to actually boycott their own businesses. Now look at what's happening to them. You've gotten the answer. So these three main reasons. The first one is the high profile tragedy and legal acquittals. The second one, ongoing mistreatment and racial profiling. And the third one, economic disparities in the beauty industry has caused this a whole lot. I'm insisting in the beauty industry because this has affected a lot of black women. Thank you for watching this video. If you love content like this, please do subscribe and give this video a like.